So we're back here at the Scripps MD Andersen Cancer Center, and this is a milestone day because this is my first day of radiation therapy. So on day 10 you saw me get fit up for the mask, and this is the day we flip the switch and I start with targeted radiotherapy. So this is the day that I actually start the journey. I've already begun the journey of healing. This is the day that I start engaging the disease process. So we're about to meet Dr. T, and I'm hoping he's going to give us permission to film that too. So we'll see. So see you on the other side.
Okay, yeah.
So I am so excited to be over here, and that Dr. T has graciously agreed to allow us to film this. So you get the expertise of his wisdom as he's caring for me. So Dr. T is the top radiation oncologist here at Scripps MD Andersen Cancer Center, and it is a deep honor to meet you. Everybody that I've met sings your praises, and it is just an honor. So I would just love for us to now bless you as you're actually blessing me, and then we can just go on with the visit as you would normally.
It's a pleasure and a privilege to take care of Dr. Friedland, and I had the pleasure of meeting him about 3 weeks ago, and here we are. We're starting a long journey of 6 weeks. So he's actually getting radiation therapy to the tumor in the brain with a technique called intensity modulation radiation therapy, IMRT, with one of the fancy machines, variant machine called a TrueBeam. And so what we do is every day he lies down on the table, and then we take x-rays to make sure that we are precisely treating the area of the brain we want to treat, plus minus an accuracy of 1 millimeter in all 3 dimensions, and plus minus 1 degree rotation in all 3 degrees of rotation, pitch, roll, and yaw. After we take the x-rays, appropriate corrections are sent to the table. We take a second set of x-ray, and then we deal with radiation therapy. Fussing around, trying to be accurate takes about 10 minutes. Actual treatment takes about a minute, painless, and you don't feel anything right in there. The goal would be to deliver a high dose of radiation therapy to the tumor and minimize any collateral damage to surrounding tissues right in there. Obviously, there are going to be some side effects, maybe a little bit of swelling in the brain, and that's the reason why we leave them on steroids. Radiation therapy by itself is not satisfactory enough. That's the reason why Dr. Mason is giving the concurrent chemotherapy with the temozolomide, and I think Dr. Barnett is planning on doing the Novacure. So we want to do everything within our arsenal to be able to beat this cancer completely. So we are part of the team. I'm one tiny little cogwheel in the big picture.
Oh no, I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't go that. Please don't. I think you're a vital part of the team, and again, I have world class. You're watching the envelope of knowledge of conventional medicine, and then you're watching the envelope of knowledge of integrative medicine. And to hear Dr. T saying we're going to beat this gives me hope. And so I hope that gives you hope too, if you're on this glioblastoma journey yourself, or if you have any other cancer.
The last words of wisdom I learned from a professor at UCSF in 1983 or 82.
Yeah.
If you don't treat for cure, you don't cure anybody. So we're going for the home run. So we are going for the home run.
Oh, well, that's music to my ears. Okay, and that'll be music to my son's ears and my wife's ears, because my son Dylan comes to me every time I come home. He says, "Dad, do you have good news for me?" And I'm going to tell him the news that I have that you've given me today. I'll say yes, 100%.
Yes, we're going for the home run here.
Okay.
Nothing short of it.
Amazing. And if we get the home run, we've got a great story to tell. Yeah.
All right. So you're on 1 milligram of decadron twice a day.
Yes.
And stay at that dose, because once we start radiation therapy, sometimes you can get a little bit of swelling.
Yes.
And so today is Tuesday, so keep at the same dose for now, and then perhaps if you're doing okay, usually I don't like to make any changes in the decadron on Fridays,
yes,
because if things happen, it's hard to get hold of doctors on the weekends.
Right.
So I usually make my changes on Sundays.
Okay.
So if you're doing okay, if you don't have any symptoms none whatsoever, I would like you to keep 1 milligram in the morning and half milligram in the evening, starting really? Sunday.
Okay, so actually going down on the dose. Okay, so
my goal is actually to keep you on the least amount of decadron that you need.
Great. And what symptoms should I be looking for?
anything different than usual? What were your presenting symptoms?
Well, initially I had word block, so I couldn't get my words out.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, that was
If you notice actually, if you are going to get the swelling in the brain, basically a little bit of confusion, maybe a little bit of headaches, anything different, let me know.
okay.
It would be unlikely that you will notice anything right away.
Yes.
If it's going to happen, it usually takes about 24 to 48 hours. I'll be seeing you on Monday anyway.
Okay.
And then if anything happens, you are coming here every day and we are here every day, so we can take care of it.
Okay. Okay. So and then I was given. Well, I guess it's with the Tamador, they're giving me also Bactrim as well, and that relates. What I'm sensing is that relates to the chemotherapy rather than radiation therapy.
Correct.
Okay. So I am so delighted, and just what's amazing about Dr. T is, again, with all my physicians here, I want you to notice that this is state-of-the-art technical care. State-of-the-art technical care. But what you're watching over here is state-of-the-art compassionate care as well. And I feel well healed in your presence. So thank you so much.
Good.
Okay.
Dr. Malone tells me that actually he read your book, Evidence-Based Medicine, when he was in the medical school. He was actually telling everybody in the tumor board meeting, right? There's Dr. Friedland, and he was one of the pioneers actually in the evidence-based medicine. Dr. Malone, I think, went to Columbia. And apparently that was one of the mandatory reads.
Oh my God! Well, what an honor to actually, be a part of his, accumulating his evidence-based knowledge, so that I get the best available evidence.
And now he has your new book too.
It's coming full circle.
I kind of knew that you're an internist, that actually you do things right in there. But I think actually I did not realize actually that you wrote so many books that actually that was part of the curriculum.
I'm going to bring you a gift next time, because my most recent book is called Leading Well from Within, and it's the science and practice of conscious leadership. So I spend a lot of time within health systems, helping leaders of healthcare systems actually engage, awaken their conscious leadership so they can cultivate, resilient environments, with, compassionate care. And more than anything right now, physicians, there's an epidemic of burnout, as you know.
Yes.
There's an epidemic of burnout, and like 50% of physicians have symptoms of burnout, and I think it's higher now in COVID.
It's yes, it's taking its toll on everybody.
Yeah. So first of all, I have deep respect for the work you do, deep respect, and I want to give you this gift when I come back, and anything that I can do to support you on your journey in any which way. You're supporting me on my journey. I would love to do it. It's a two-way street. Yeah.
One more question, quick question. Do you have a living trust and will written already?
Yes. So Sue's a lawyer, and she's we need to kind of notarize that power of attorney.
Durable power of attorney.
The durable power of attorney.
Because we need to get that on file, I think, right?
Yeah.
I think that's important actually. I think irrespective of whether you have anything or not, once you reach that 40 or 50, I don't have any major illness, so I still have the durable power of attorney for my children actually. And then basically the trust and living will. I think those are very important actually.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that actually you don't want to wait, and also important to look at them every 6 months or 1 year too. So take them.
So this is an example of that. I just want to kind of shower you with praise again. This is an example of Dr. T is kind of radiation oncologist, and so you would imagine that that's what he's going to focus on. But he's actually thinking much bigger. He's thinking about my life in total, and I really appreciate that as well. Thank you.
So he just got radiation on his brain and he seems fine.
Yeah.
Is this the
That's
way?
exactly what I expect.
Yeah. So going forward, this is.
Yeah.
You still have to keep the night light on. He's not going to glow during the night.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right.
So it's the chemo that might have the most side effects.
Not necessarily. The chemo that Dr. Mason is giving temozolomide, it's a relatively low dose. People may notice a little bit of nausea, but usually it's well tolerated.
And he's
also
got an anti-nausea.
Yes, it may notice some anti-nausea. So that's actually, it's variable from person to person.
Yeah.
And also I think they do check the blood counts because it can have damage in the liver.
Yes.
So they will check your chemistry panel.
I got a baseline already, so we'll be tracking.
That's amazing.
I would expect actually he should be able to do well.
Yeah.
Great.
Maybe a little bit tired as we go into later part of the treatment.
Yeah.
But well, within whatever you can do, please do. But don't extend yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I am so grateful for your care.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll see you next Monday.
Monday is my day to see all my patients on the machine.
Okay.
But I'll be checking your films every single day.
Okay.
So basically, they take the films actually to look at the skull to make sure we are really precisely
Okay.
setting up. That's something actually I do every day before I go
Fantastic.
first thing in the morning.
Fantastic.
All right.
Good. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you,
you
Dr.
very
D.
much.
Yep. Well, just before we leave, I want to say that was like the most extraordinary. You know, I had this optimism with Dr. Bonnet yesterday, and just coming in for this experience today, having a sense of, wow, I'm kind of blown away, having a sense of what's possible on this journey, and to hear him say, we're going for a home run, to hear him say that, oh my God, I am just, and I don't want to put pressure on him, clearly, because whatever unfolds, but to hear him say that we're going for a home run gives me unbelievable amount of optimism. And part of it is so I can be here for my family, and then I can be here for you on this journey as well. I can be here for you, and I really hope that the journey that I'm on is giving you immense hope of what's possible on your cancer journey or on any other journey of suffering, that you can get, you know, the best available healthcare. You know, knowing kind of what's available and what you can advocate for. But I also want to actually bring in another dimension, and that is that you don't have to bide your time. You don't have to bide your time. You can find meaning and purpose in living your life fully right now. And I wish that for you. I wish that for you. I wish that for you to give you hope of what's possible. I'm experiencing a flourishing life right now. And it's not in spite of my cancer, it's because of my cancer. So I would love for you to have that experience too. And just to say, you know, I don't want to impose that on you. So wherever you are on your journey, whichever stage of grief you might be in, I honor that too. I honor that too. So to please know wherever you are on your journey is honored. Okay, lots of love.